Trust is fragile. I've learned that again and again. In business, in engineering, in tech. Trust isn't given lightly. It's tested, earned, and constantly reevaluated. Over time, you start noticing patterns, small signals in behavior that tell you who is reliable and who isn't. Some people are brilliant, some aren't. But it's not just about talent or what they accomplish. It's about the decisions they make, the mindset they carry, and the requests they place on others. I've learned that the wrong person at the wrong time can derail progress, waste energy, and slow down innovation. Today, I want to talk about 5 types of people I think you should be cautious around. This isn't about drama or gossip. It's about clarity, responsibility, and knowing who is worthy of your time, your energy, and your life's work. Recognizing these patterns early can save you from wasted effort, missed opportunities, and costly mistakes. Body people who claim total certainty. Even I wouldn't say trust me entirely. I've said it myself in interviews. Absolute certainty is rarely aligned with reality, especially in complex fields like technology, space exploration, or innovation. Anyone who acts like they have all the answers, morally, technically, or strategically, should raise immediate red flags. I've faced setbacks, miscalculations, and criticisms myself. I know firsthand that certainty can be a mask for overconfidence, blind spots, or hidden agendas. People who claim total knowledge tend to dismiss questions, ignore alternative perspectives, and undervalue collaboration. They rarely seek input, resist learning from mistakes, and often create environments where innovation stagnates because no one feels safe to challenge their ideas. The most trustworthy individuals are those who acknowledge their limits, stay curious, adapt to new evidence, and actively seek diverse viewpoints. They understand that uncertainty isn't weakness, it's a reality of working in fast-moving, unpredictable environments. Recognizing and respecting that complexity allows teams to make smarter decisions, anticipate problems, and respond effectively. In my experience, the willingness to admit what you don't know is far more valuable than the illusion of being infallible. It's how progress really happens. People who prioritize their ego over the mission. I've seen this countless times in my career. Most famously, with Tesla co-founder Martin Eberhard, someone I've publicly called the worst person I've ever worked with, whose actions almost derailed the company. This isn't personal, it's a lesson. When ego outweighs the mission, trust collapses. People who insist on being right, who put personal pride above the team, compromise honesty, collaboration, and progress. They resist feedback, exaggerate their achievements, and manipulate discussions to appear superior. Teams trying to innovate, building rockets, electric cars, or advanced technology can't afford that kind of distraction. Alignment on purpose is everything. Ego-driven behavior doesn't just slow things down, it creates friction, confusion, and hidden inefficiencies. Trustworthy collaborators, in my view, are humble enough to challenge assumptions, admit mistakes, and focus on solving problems rather than seeking personal recognition. They think long-term, prioritize results over image, and understand that innovation demands collective effort. Confidence alone isn't enough. Ego may appear strong, but in high-stakes work, it often signals unreliability, disruption, and potential long-term damage to missions that matter. People who mislead or twist truth for advantage. I worry about this a lot. Misinformation, manipulation, whether in tech, politics, or media, is one of the most powerful forces in society. Who controls information and how it's presented can change everything. A single distorted fact can influence decisions, shape opinions, and even alter the course of industries or governments. People who intentionally twist the truth for personal gain, manipulate perception, or exploit others are not trustworthy. I've seen this repeatedly in business, where hidden agendas or half-truths can derail entire projects. It erodes collaboration, accountability, and progress. It's subtle sometimes. A misleading report here, selective data there. But over time, it compounds into chaos. This is why I'm cautious about AI and algorithmic systems. If we don't handle them ethically, they can mislead millions, shaping decisions in ways no one anticipates. Trustworthy people are honest, transparent, and focused on constructive problem solving, not personal advantage. Those who twist the truth destabilize everything around them. They make you second-guess facts, slow progress, and create environments where innovation cannot thrive. In my view, truthfulness isn't optional. It's the foundation of any team or society that wants to succeed. People who avoid hard problems and seek shortcuts. I've built companies that tackle impossible problems, sending rockets into orbit with SpaceX, making electric cars work with Tesla. That work is relentless. It's failure after failure, pressure after pressure. People who avoid hard problems or look for shortcuts aren't trustworthy. They might seem capable at first, even confident, but avoidance slows progress and undermines the entire team. High-stakes innovation doesn't allow for cutting corners. Real breakthroughs require resilience, persistence, and a willingness to fail repeatedly before achieving success. People who run from difficulty rarely understand the consequences of incomplete effort, and they often leave others to clean up the mess. Trustworthy collaborators confront obstacles directly. They take responsibility, learn from mistakes, and push forward regardless of difficulty. They value integrity over convenience and substance over superficial results. Shortcuts may seem efficient at the moment, but in critical projects, they can derail entire missions. In my experience, those who embrace hard work and accountability are the ones who actually move the needle, while those chasing the easy path ultimately drain energy, resources, and momentum. People who hiddenly benefit from systemic flaws. I've said it publicly. Fraudulent people want to kill me. What I meant is that when you expose inefficiency, corruption, or waste, as I have with Tesla and government contracts, you reveal who benefits from the status quo. Some people profit from problems remaining hidden. They resist transparency and accountability because it serves them. They may manipulate systems, withhold information, or obstruct progress, often subtly. These are the people who quietly benefit from inefficiency, ensuring that flaws persist because it works in their favor. They often operate under the guise of normal operations, making it harder to spot their intentions until damage is done. Trust should go to those who confront problems, act transparently, and prioritize solutions over personal gain. Recognizing those who thrive in obscurity and exploit systemic weaknesses is critical in business, tech, and life. These individuals are not necessarily loud or aggressive. They are silent operators whose interests align with stagnation, not progress. If you fail to spot them, their subtle influence can compromise projects, slow innovation, and create unseen risks that ripple across entire organizations. Trust isn't a list of people. It's a framework. Beware the certain, because confidence without accountability masks blind spots. Beware the ego-driven, whose pride can derail missions. Beware those who twist the truth or exploit others. Beware shortcuts over substance, convenience over integrity. And beware those who profit from hidden problems. In a world where influence is currency and information moves faster than ever. Recognizing these patterns is essential. Knowing who not to trust is just as important as knowing who you can rely on. If you want more deep dives into the mindsets of the world's most influential thinkers, subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone serious about thinking for themselves.